It's the first day of bow season here in West Virginia, and it was nothing short of spectacular, to say the least. This is the first time I've hunted my parents' farm in probably at least 4 or 5 years. I mean, and actually hunting it to hunt specific bucks. I mean, man, I had a stud come in this morning for West Virginia, and I decided to let him walk. But I've got a big 8 in here with 2 kickers off each side, so you can call him a 10. And then I've got an old 9-point in here that's just a bruiser. And of course, the buck that I already said earlier in the year that I'm going to let walk one more year, he came in, and I mean, I think if I'd have seen him in person, I would change my mind earlier. But I mean, he's a stud, but I'm going to let him go one more year just to see what he turns into. He's got a big old dagger out of his base. And, I mean, there were bucks everywhere this morning. And it's just so good to be back in the woods and be back in the stand. So I'm going to get my stuff packed up, and I'm going to go check a couple cards and see what's going on, and then probably run over. I got to pick up Scott Nice from Thorn Broadheads, and we'll head back to the house and see what he did. I think he saw a pretty good sized black bear this morning, and it was just too dark to actually shoot legally. But I'm gonna get my stuff packed up, and we'll see you back here this evening, guys. So stay tuned. Yes! And number 2 buck here at the same time. Oh, and my big 5-year-old, 5.5-year-old 9-point, which he's a bruiser, big body. But that other buck's rack is crazy for here. And I think we just smoked him. I think we just killed him. I'm gonna go back and watch the footage again. I'll go back and watch it just to make sure, but it looked like a good hit. So, oh my goodness, thank you, Lord. But I'm gonna settle down because I was shaking like crazy and watch this footage and make sure that everything was good. And we'll get after him. I'll get a hold of Scott. Scott Nice from Thorn Broadheads is sitting across the ridge, so I'll get a hold of him and then we'll go after this buck. So stay tuned, guys.
Laying out here.
Okay.
I didn't want to go any further until he got down here. I don't know which way he's headed. He turned and come this way. I don't know whether he went through there or went over this way, so we'll just have to kind of look for some blood.
Okay. Alright guys, we're down in here. Me and Scott just found a shaft. We're trying to figure out which way this buck went. And this was all logged about 2 years ago, so it's thicker than all get out. But we're gonna sneak down through here and see what we can find, so we'll keep you updated. I thought you were messing with me. Holy cow, dude. Dude.
That's a stud, man. That is a stud.
Holy, oh my God, Scott.
That's a stud.
Oh my goodness, man. I had no idea that buck was that heavy.
Got the kickers on both G2s and flyers.
Dude, check them things out. They're thick, man. I mean, that is insane. Well, thanks for helping me track him, bud.
It's a stud. Yeah, he was leaking pretty hard.
Oh, yeah.
That rift opened him up.
You ain't kidding. That thorn tore him up.
I mean, it's not that far from the top, but
No.
just sheer momentum, he made it
Well, I
this
mean,
far.
you think about how steep that hill is.
Yeah.
I mean, he had a free runway.
Yeah, I'm just glad you're climbing back up there, not me. Coming down wasn't bad.
Shoot. Well, guys,
that was a crazy morning. I mean, I've never had anything like that happen to me, but that right there is a good example of buck management. I mean, you can grow them anywhere if you put the time and the work in. And I mean, I've been waiting on this for a lot of years to grow deer like that. And I mean, that thing's insane. But I'm gonna make the trek back up the hill and get the buggy, and that way we don't have to kill ourselves too much. So catch up with the guys here in a few once we get him drug out to a pretty place. So talk to you in a little bit, guys. Hey guys, here he is. Me and Scott, we went down in there and got him and drug him out of there, and he didn't make it easy on us. He went down over the steepest mountain he could find over there and got in some brush, but you know, I don't even know, I'm almost a loss of words for this morning. I mean, it was crazy. I had my number 1 and number 2 buck in there at the same time and a pile of young bucks. And as always, I mean, the Rift 2.2 did its job. I mean, it absolutely destroyed that deer. You know, and I just want to thank all our sponsors and partners and everybody that's there with us, and can't wait to get this video out to you guys, and just truly blessed. And you know, got to thank God for everybody and my family, and for good friends especially, and I'm just going to keep it rolling this year and see what happens. So stay tuned, guys, for the rest of the season, and we'll see if we can get her done.